Welcome back, guys. It's Beth, and it's Tuesday morning at 8:30, which means it's time to work out. Just a couple things. You're going to need some sort of weight. If you don't have weights, don't worry about it. Go grab a can of soup, 2 cans of soup. Go grab 2 bottles of water, 2 bottles of wine, 2 toddlers, 2 puppy dogs, whatever, but just get something to weight down your hands. If you don't have weights and you don't have soup and you don't have water and you don't have any toddlers or dogs, then don't worry, you can still do the arm movements and you'll still get a workout, I promise. And then if you have a ball, you may want to grab the ball. If you don't have a ball, then a rolled up towel will work, a throw pillow off your sofa will work, just anything that's soft that you can push against for resistance, and that'll work just fine. Don't forget, you can also buy a lot of this stuff on Amazon. Just go look and find it. Hopefully we're only doing this for a couple weeks, but if it goes a little bit longer than that, then it may be a good investment just to have this in your house so you can work along with this. But I'll always let you know ahead of time what you're going to need so that you can go grab it and have it next to you. Okay, one other thing, everything in our online store is 50% off, 50% off. Just go online and do your shopping, and I mean, we've got like tons of great stuff here. I bought a new tank top, I bought some leggings, so, and you know I'm cheap, so it's got to be a good deal if I bought it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's warm up first, all right? We're gonna stand up. Let's see, am I cutting off my head? Not too bad. Okay, there we go. All right, so stand up. Let's just do a couple big, deep stretches. Push your feet into the ground. Make sure you feel your heels and all 10 toes. Go ahead and roll those toes into the floor. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Bring those arms up. Reach them up over your head. Ooh. Push your fingertips away, but keep your shoulders down. Okay, so shoulders are down. They're not up here by your ears. They're down here. Go ahead and look up. Push. Let your whole spine stretch. Push your neck away from your bottom and push your tailbone away from your head. And then just go ahead and roll down. Find your spot. Let yourself dangle there for a minute or two. Not really, not a whole minute or two. It's actually just a few seconds. And bring those arms out to the side. And up. Big stretch. And roll down again. And we're just going to do it a third time because the third time feels the best. Trust me on this. Big stretch. Oh. And roll down. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and lay down. I like roll downs for my warm up. You guys know that. So, if you have difficulty with keeping your feet down during your roll down, you can put something on there. You can put a pillow, a heavy pillow from your bed or something. I also have a client that has found that if she takes a ball and puts it between her feet, she has a lot easier time with her roll downs. So that might be something you want to try. So let's just do a couple of regular roll downs first. Let me get this mop out of the way. Look, I wore lipstick and eyebrows for you guys today. Yep, because you guys are worth it. Yeah. Plus, this is posterity. My great-grandchildren might see this video. I want them to see that Grandma could look good sometimes. And I also had teeth back in the day. All right, so big deep breath. Go ahead and bring those shoulder blades down into your back pockets. Arms are out straight. Go ahead and tap your pelvis. All right, get your nice long legs. Go ahead and roll it back. Nice and slow. Keep drawing that belly button in. Keep pushing that low back into the mat. All the way down. And arms above your head. Go ahead and take a big deep stretch here. Here you go. And arms back up. Neck, bring your chin to your chest. And you're going to roll back up nice and slow. Ooh. And go ahead and bring that knee forward. Get a little stretch in the back of your hamstrings. Nice little stretch, but you're still pulling that belly button in, okay? Don't let it push out. And then go ahead and do it again. Roll those shoulders back. Deep breath. Ooh. Nice, slow and controlled. Roll back. And arms over your head again. And deep breath. Knit everything together. Pull that belly button in. Chin to your chest. And go ahead and roll back up again. Ooh, I sound like bubble wrap this morning. Pop, pop, pop. And go ahead and lean forward. Let's go ahead and take our feet a little bit wider, okay? So your feet are going to come to the outside edge of your mat or your towel or your imaginary outline you've drawn on your living room carpet. And so now you've got a nice wide V leg. They're a little bit wider than your shoulders. And we're just going to do a few roll downs like this. And you're going to feel it. It's going to feel a little bit different than when you have your legs together. So you've still got that nice long spine, nice long neck. Okay. Arms come out to the front. Deep breath. Tilt that pelvis. And go ahead and roll on down. Roll down. There you go. And this is where it's going to feel really different when you roll back up. You're going to feel it in a way different part of your abs. Ooh, right here. Right there. And lean forward. And go ahead and step back up. Deep breath, long spine. Tilt that pelvis. And come back down again. Still pulling that belly button in. Okay. And all the way down. It's really quiet in here right now. But we are about to have a private client come in. And he's kind of loud. And he's really funny. And he might walk through here to go to the bathroom. And because he does that, that's, he has his little routine. So when he walks through, we'll all wave and tell him hi. So we might have a special visitor today. I don't know, let's see. Go ahead and take one more deep. Lean, come on back, all the way down. Deep stretch. And come on back up. All right, we got those abs pretty warmed up. They're down there. Plus, we've got our hamstrings warmed up and lower back. Everything's getting warm. Let's go ahead and warm everything up a little bit further. Flip over. We're going to do some planks. Okay? So remember, on your planks, you have some options here. All right? You can just come on your arms and your knees. This is a plank. You can come down on your elbows if you don't like that pressure on your wrists. This is a plank. You can come back with your legs straight. This is a plank. Or extended arms and straight legs. Those are different levels, and you find your level that you like. Here's what I do not want to see. I don't want to see this, and I don't want to see this. So I want a nice straight, long spine. You're going to keep your gaze down, all right? That's going to protect your neck. So I don't want to see any wrinkles back here, all right? I happen to be a forearm planker. That sounds a little dirty. I'm a forearm planker. Okay, so I like to be on my forearms, up into my plank. We're just going to hang out here. And we're going to march our legs back and forth, out and in. So here we go. Ready? In, out, out, in, out, out, in. Keep pulling that belly button in. Don't let it sag. We're in our last two. And last one. And go ahead and come to your knees. Come back into your child's pose. Let that low back stretch. Extend those fingertips out. And let yourself relax just a little bit. All right, let's do a different kind of plank. So, set up in your plank again. Hold on. I'm going to drink lots of water this time because Saturday, my mouth got totally dry. And right in the middle of the video, it was sticking to itself, and I was talking like this. And it was not a good look for me. So we're going to try not to do that again. So always drink lots of water. I think I had stage fright, honestly, because I don't know how many people are watching this. Could be millions. This could go coronaviral on the internet, so I don't know. All right, come back into your plank. So, set up your plank where you like to be. All right, here we are in our plank, and we're just going to push forward on our toes and back, and 2, and back, 3, back, 4, 5. Keep pulling those belly buttons in. Checking to make sure your shoulders are up in your ears. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Go ahead and hang out here. Come down to your knees. Rest a little bit. Come back into that child's pose. Okay. Now, child's pose is the only time that I will tell you to go ahead and relax your belly. You won't hear that very often. But sometimes it just feels really, really good to let your belly kind of poke out between your legs there. There you go. Deep breaths. Okay, the last set of planks, and then we'll go on and torture a different part of the body. Well, we'll focus on a different part of the body. How about that? Because planks hit everything. All right, so come into your plank. Here we are. And now we're just going to take those arms, okay, and we're going to move them in 1 inch, and then out, and then in, and out. All right. Now, your hips are going to have to move a little bit, but you're really trying to control the movement. Keep going, in and out, in and out. I'm just going to sit here and talk, moving in and out. So you're not letting your hips do this, all right, even though they are going to sway side to side as you go, okay? And last 2. And last 1. And then come back down into your chest. Okay, now everything's warmed up. Everything is ready to go. Let's do some abs. Pure, straight, unadulterated abs. All right, so, couple of different levels. If you have your ball or your pillow or your towel all rolled up, and you want to put it here at the base of your back, and come back into your lean, you can do that, okay? But remember, it's not so you can relax. It's just to kind of support your low back. until your abs are strong enough for you to support yourself without that ball. So you've got it here, and you're going to come into that ab engagement. If you don't need the ball, all right, you're going to have your legs out straight, sitting up. You're going to tilt your pelvis. Okay, so you got a nice little curve there. See how my back went from this to this? It's kind of slight. I can curve a lot back there, I guess. I have a lot of junk in my trunk because I have no butt. All right, but anyway, you're going to come back to that quiver point. So you're right here where your abs are engaged. You've got your belly button pulled in. You've got your ribs knit in together. Okay, arms are just going to be here at your side, kind of like robot arms, or meet more. Okay, and then you're just going to bring one elbow back to the mat, and you have a full twist at the waist to get back to the mat, and you're going to come back to the center. And then twist to the waist and go over to the other side, and back to the center. And then 3, and back, 4, and back. And notice my hips and my legs are not moving. So all of this twist is coming from the waist. All right, my hips aren't rolling to help me. Keep going. All right, it's all coming from right here. And you'll know if your hips are moving because your feet will also move. So if your hips are rolling, then your feet will all of a sudden be like this. All right, so holding everything together. And here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just go ahead and come back up to sitting. All right, point those toes, flex those feet. Go ahead and let this all stretch out here. And let's go ahead and set up for some actual abs. So that got our obliques, these muscles here. Go ahead and come back onto your back. First thing I want you to do is do a little scan. All right, check your posture. You've got a nice long spine. Your neck is nice and long. Your shoulders are down and away from your ears. Okay, and they're spread nice and wide. You've got a nice wide collarbone through here. See these ribs? They're all flared out here. I'm going to pull them in. All right, so they're all knit together. Like if somebody was trying to zip up a really tight dress, here goes my ribs. Abs, I've got a connection, okay? So I'm pulling my belly button in, and I'm gonna tilt my pelvis. See how you can see a little space here? Okay, I'm gonna tilt my pelvis so that there is no space there. I'm just flat into the mat, okay? Let's go ahead and bring our legs up into tabletop. So one leg at a time, right leg, left leg, and knees are over your hips. And let me just remind, some of you who have taken Pilates classes with us for a long, long time, you're like, yeah, we know how to do tabletop. But we've actually got a lot of people watching now that have maybe never taken Pilates before. And so I am going to go a little bit back to basics on a lot of this stuff. So just bear with me. Okay, remember you had to learn too. So knees are over hips, and then my shins are just straight out. All right, and this is called tabletop. So I could balance. We could just, if we lose all our furniture in a fire, just call me. I'll come over and you and your family can just sit around, put a tablecloth over me. Okay, so here's where we're gonna start. Now, you can do all of these movements just like this. You don't have to do anything else, and you're going to feel it in your abs. Or you can take a deep breath in, and you can come up into a rib hinge. Your rib hinge is going to end right here at your bra line. Okay, so you've got still got your shoulders rolled back, still have that nice wide collarbone. You're not curled around. Okay, arms are pushing out, and we're just going to go into our basic little leg work. So take that right foot and dip it down like you're touching the water, and back up, and left foot, and back up. And you're actively pulling those your belly button in towards your spine, right? I have to keep rolling my shoulders down because for some reason my shoulders seem to feel like if they come up into my ears, it'll help my abs work more efficiently. I don't know. They're shoulders, man. Obviously. Like, not a brain. It's a shoulder. Okay. And here we go. And this is 9, 10, and here we go with countdown. 10, 9, 8. Make sure you've got some space right here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and come back. Put your feet down on the ground. Look left to right. Relax that neck. Okay. I know some of this is kind of difficult on the neck. Oh, that reminds me. So let's say you want to go a little bit halfway between just completely supine or up in your rib hinge. You can actually take the ball, put it back here, and kind of support your neck a little bit. And still do that rib hinge, but with a little bit of neck support, okay? But I still want you, make sure you've got some space right here, and make sure you're still engaging, pulling those shoulders forward, okay? So that's stand up. All right, here we go with our second set of abs. All right, back up into your tabletop. Boom, boom. All right, stay right here, or take a deep breath in. Exhale. Into your rib hinge. Make sure you're all organized. Now, both feet are going to come down. Okay, here we go. For 1, 2. We're only doing 10. We did 20 before, so we were doing one leg at a time. So 10 times on each leg. That's 5. My shoulders, they just keep wanting to go up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and come back down. Let those legs come down. Look left to right. Relax that neck a little bit. Okay. Set up for the next one. All right. So, still have that pelvic tilt, right? Still pressing into that mat. And your legs are going to come straight up like you're a dead bug. Oh. Okay. You're going to start right here. Again, supine. Just lay there, but engage your abs, or come up into your rib hinge. Okay. You're going to drop your legs down. I don't care how far down you drop your legs. All I really care about is that you don't break contact between your low back and the mat. Okay. So I'd rather see your legs just come this far and you don't break contact, then come this far and you're arching your back to try to keep them, connected to your body. All right, here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale. And one leg at a time, we're just going to drop it straight down and up. And 2, up. 3, up. Check in with your ribs. Make sure that you're still knitting them together. They're not flared out. Check in with your belly button. It's best buds with your spine right now. Really sucked in. Your pelvis is still tilted. Okay, your low back still pressed into that mat. This is 9 and 10. And here we go with the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come back down. Bring those legs down. How you feeling? Look left to right. All right. We're about to do our last set of abs for now. We'll probably have more later. You know me, I really like abs. So, all right. Uh-oh, I gotta get water. My mouth almost dried out. Alert, alert. All right. Whew. Okey-doke. Here we go. Back down. Scan. Make sure everything's back where it's supposed to be. Pelvis is tilted. All right, last set. We only have 10 of these. We're going to do both legs straight down. Again, don't care how far down your legs go. Do care if your low back arches up. Okay? Don't let the low back come off the back. Here we go. Dead bug. And deep breath in. Exhale up. Really reach those fingers way far away. Okay? That's going to make your abs connect even further. And go ahead and drop down. And up. And 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Keep your gaze. And out. I know it's really tempting to look down at your own legs. And last 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Ooh, here we go. All right, take a nice deep stretch first. Look left to right. Go ahead and let those ribs flare out. Pull that belly button in. Big stretch. All right. And go ahead and bring your knees up. And go ahead and let your knees fall over to the right. Make sure your left shoulder is still pressed into the mat. Okay. Look over your left shoulder. So you've got a nice little twist here. We're letting those abs relax for just a second before we go on. So then take a deep breath in and let your belly get really tiny. Take a deep breath in and feel your waist get smaller. One last big deep breath in and let your ribs relax. Okay? Now you should feel nice and small right through here. Go ahead and bring your knees back up. Okay? Check to make sure you're all aligned again. You might have gotten a little wonky. And then you're going to let your knees go over to the left-hand side of your body. Make sure your right shoulder is still pressed into the mat. Okay? You're going to look over your right shoulder. I'm not going to look over my right shoulder though. I'm going to look at you guys because that's weird. You just see the back of my head the whole time. All right, take a deep breath in and let your belly get nice and small. Take a deep breath in. Let your side of your obliques, your waist, small. Take a deep breath in and let your ribs get small. So now you're all nice and tiny through here again. Go ahead and roll back on your back. And we're actually in a really good place for bridges. I love bridges. They're really good for your pelvic floor, okay? So if you don't like to pee yourself every single time you cough and sneeze and jump or laugh, then pelvic floor. They're really good for your glutes. Nobody wants mom butt, not even a mom. It's almost as bad as dad butt. Not quite, but it's getting there. All right, so when we do our bridges, again, you can decide if you want to just stay with the traditional bridge. If you have your ball, your pillow, your towel, keep it close by because we might use that. But if you don't have one of those things or you don't have it close by and you don't want to stop to go get it right now, then you can still do the movements that we're doing. Just imagine that you have a ball there. And I know it sounds weird, But the imagination is a beautiful thing. And you can actually imagine you have it there, and if you imagine pushing against it, you'll still get a little bit of a deeper workout. So let's just start with just setting up for our bridges. So nice long neck. Remember, no wrinkles. Shoulders are down, okay, away from your ears. I do want them spread in the back, so you've got some space between your shoulder blades. Okay, they're not squished together in the back. Your backs of your arms are on the mat. Okay, take another deep breath. And relax all of that. Your ribs are pushed into the mat. And make sure you can feel it evenly on both sides. So both shoulder blades, both ribs. And then you have a neutral pelvis. Okay, so we're not tilting it and pressing your back in. It's just neutral, so you've got a little tiny little arch there. But you're also not creating a big arch there. Okay, and make sure that even though you're going to be lifting them off the mat, make sure your hips right now are pressed evenly into the mat. That tells you that everything's kind of in line. All right. Your knees are hip-width apart, all right, and they're just below your hips, and your feet are just below your knees. So you have a nice long line. So if you sit up, you shouldn't be able to see your feet because they're being blocked by your hips. Go ahead and feel your feet. You've got both heels pressed in and all 10 toes. All right. So just getting set up for this is a little bit relaxing, which is good because we're about to burn your beauty. All right, here we go. So deep breath in. I want you to squeeze your glutes as tight as you can. Squeeze and release. And squeeze them again. I just want you to find them. Some people, believe it or not, I was 38 before I knew which part of my glutes I was supposed to be working out. I had always been working out the wrong part of my body. So learn from my mistake and release. So now you're going to squeeze those glutes and go ahead and push your hips up towards the ceiling. Okay, so now you've got a nice long straight line from your ribs all the way through your knees. Okay, and your hips are nice and level. Just holding this is your glutes are engaged. All right, and go ahead and roll back down. So it's a nice slow controlled roll. You're not just flopping back down into the mat. All right, and let's do that again. Deep breath in, squeeze your glutes. Go ahead and push up. And back down. And 3. And back down. 4. Down. And 5. Down. This time, go ahead and go up. Okay, you're up at the top. Now go ahead and go up another inch. And then go up another inch. Go up 1 more inch. 1 more. 1 more. Ooh, now it's burning. Hold it right here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come halfway down and back up. Halfway down, back up. And 3, 2, 1. And back down. There you go. All right. I'm getting dry mouth again. I need a drink. Hang on. All the liquid in my body went straight to my glutes to put the fire out. All right. If you've got your ball or your pillow or your towel, go ahead and put it in between your knees. Okay. Do a quick scan again. I want you to squeeze that ball in. Squeeze your glutes. Go ahead and push up. And then pulse that ball for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and roll back down. And up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll back down. Now remember, if you don't have a ball here, right, you can just squeeze your knees a little closer together. 5. Last 2. On up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. And last 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, squeeze that ball in as tight as you can. Squeeze it like you're trying to pop it, okay? And then just bring those hips up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll back down. Woo! That felt good. All right, so let's go ahead and do a figure 4 stretch. All right, ankle over your knee, just right here. That's a little bitty stretch. Go ahead and bring that leg up. Get a little deeper stretch. Go ahead and let it back down. Uncross your legs, cross the other ankle over, and bring it in. And uncross your legs. And let's move on to a different body part. How about we work out some arms, right? You know I'm big on arms. I gotta watch the time. 9:06, good. Okay. We have a clock in here, but there's glare on it, so I can't tell what time it is. So every once in a while, I'm going to check on my watch. That's just so that I don't go long and make you late for, your appointment with, I don't know, we're all stuck at home. So whatever you have an appointment with, the television, your spouse, phone call to your mom, call your kids, call your best friend, call an enemy, make it a prank call. All right. So, for your arms, you have the choice between, you can just sit with your legs straight out, you can sit up on your knees, you can sit in a chair, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm just going to sit with my legs straight out. All right. And we're just going to take a deep breath in. Go ahead and roll those shoulders back into your back pockets. All right. And you've got your arms out. Here we go. And we're just going to flip our wrists up. And down. And 3. 3. That was just 2. Here's 3. Sorry. Pilates instructors are notorious for not knowing how to count. We do lots of things really awesome, but counting is just not one of them. And remember, you're still pulling your belly button in, right? If your shoulder blades have come up, drop them back down. Still knitting those ribs in together. Okay. Last 2. Last 1. And then go ahead and bring those arms back down. How you feeling? Let's do some biceps. So, bicep. I want your shoulder to your elbow in at your sides. Okay? Go ahead and let your arms come out. So you've got, this would be straight, head on. You're just going to bring them out at about 45 degrees. Okay? And you're going to let them drop down. And then come back up. And you're basically flexing into a muscle. Okay? So nice big flex. There you go. 3. Still pulling that belly button in. Nothing's relaxed. And we're in our last 5. And 4. 3. 2. And last 1. Okay, and now we're going to come straight And still got your palms up towards the ceiling, okay? And we're coming up and down. 2 and 3. 4. On that belly button in. Checking with those shoulders. Last 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Now we're just going to flip our palms up. And we're going to do the whole thing all over again. You're going to hit a little bit different part of your biceps, okay, by having your hands like this. But the exercise is exactly the same. You're 45 degrees, okay? You're going to come up and down. And 2. 3. Checking with your ribs. Checking with your belly button. Checking with your spine. What's going on there? Don't forget, you have other body parts. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead and come back to center. So now we're at 90 degrees here again. Still pulling those arms in. Still squeezing into your ribs, right? Okay, so that upper arm from your shoulder to your elbows, still not moving. Here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4. Jim's here. 5. I told you he was loud. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. He's on fire about something. I don't know what. He's on fire. He's upset. I'm just joking. He's not. Okay, I'm going to come to kneeling. You can be kneeling here. You can be kneeling up like this. Okay, just make sure that you're still engaging in that core, wherever you decide you want to be. Right? Let's do some more shoulders. Get our biceps out of the way. Get our shoulders. I like these cactus arms. Okay. So we did these the other day, and I love them. You're just going to bring your palms down and back up. Okay, so you're really letting that shoulder move in the shoulder joint. It's rolling back and forth, right? And you're going to feel this in the shoulder muscle in the back. So you're trying to keep your arms up. And last 4, 3, 2, last 1. Stay right here. Now we're going to use our pecs, okay, to draw those arms in and out. So feel it right here. This is the muscle that's pulling you in. Right? You're not leading with your elbows. You're drawing in with your pecs. There you go. Drawing in. Big squeeze. Okay? Like you're hugging somebody you like. There you go. 4. 5. Last 5. Last 4. Ooh. 3. 2. Last 1. Stay here. Pulse those pecs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Owie, owie, owie. Drop those arms down. Ow, 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 ow. That hurt. But it hurt kind of good. lateral raises. So you might need a little bit of space so you can have some full mobility. All right. Try to make sure nobody's social distancing come in real handy here because you need a little space. All right. You put your arms to your sides, roll back, belly button pulled in, shoulders knit together. Here we go. Rolling those arms up and slowly back down and up. And you're letting your shoulders pull your arms up, okay? Don't push up with your hands. Draw them up with your shoulders. And you've got nice strong wrists, right? Nothing like this. Nothing like this. They're just nice and straight. There you go. And 3, 2, last one. Hold them here, and we're just going to do some arm circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let them come down. I feel some shoulders. Woo. That's okay. Triceps. I've noticed that there's not really a whole lot of things that you do in real life that like works out your triceps, and it's this whole back part of our arms, and gravity takes hold, and you end up with this like, it's gross. It's so gross. I feel like when somebody's like, ew, smell, ew, it's so gross, look. Okay, so we're gonna do some triceps. Setting up for your tricep, I just want you to do a little forward lean, okay, wherever it's comfortable for you. If you're sitting in a chair, you're just gonna lean forward a little bit. I just want some gravity, okay, drawing a little bit. You do need a little bit of space because you're gonna have to move. So for me, it's gonna be a forward lean, but up on my knees, okay, and you can have your legs down like this. If you do that, squeeze your glutes, you get 2 for 1. It's a BOGO, all right? So nice long spine, nice and straight. Arm from your shoulder to your elbow, squeezing in to your ribs, okay? It's pretty far back. And you're just going to take that arm from the front, and you're going to extend it back. And come back in, and extend. And if you like, from here to here, nothing's moving, right? It's just staying stationary. 4, 5. Still pulling my belly button in. Still drawing my ribs in. Here's our last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now, I'm going to come all the way back, and I'm going to pulse here, okay? So the pulse is coming from up here. So it is going to move just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop back in. All right, we're going to do another set, just like we did before, but we're going to add a little twist to it. Literally a twist. So, still holding this part firm into your ribs. You're going to bring your arm back and twist your wrist at the bottom. And twist it back and come back in. See that little twist? There you go. And you're going to feel it. You're going to feel what that little twist does. It's going to help shape your triceps so they look nice and sexy. Oh girl, you're so sexy. This summer we're going to have on tank tops, sleeveless, short sleeves. Everybody can see your shapely triceps. There we go. Last 4. I'm still squeezing my glutes, by the way. They're starting to burn. 3, 2. Just your last one. Go ahead and relax for a second. Go ahead and take that arm, bring it across your body, grab it in your elbow, and give it a nice little stretch. From your shoulder down into your tricep and your bicep. Go ahead and let it stretch. Ooh, that feels good. If you want to, you can take your ear and put it on your opposite shoulder. That'll give you a nice little neck stretch too. There we go. All right, let's do the other arm. Otherwise, if you get lost in the ocean, you'll just swim around in circles if you have one arm stronger than the other. All right, little sip of water break. I hope I make it through this whole class without having to stop to pee. Oh, we've only got 5 more minutes. All right, here we go, guys. So, find your little lean, right? You're leaning forward. You got your cleats on. If you're sitting like I am, you got this part all in. Pull that belly button. Oh man, I have like a bladder full of water right now. So full. All right, here we go. So, go ahead and work it back. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold in that belly button. 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go with our pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do that little twist at the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And come back down. Let's give that arm some love. Bring it over, catch it in your elbow. Give it a nice little stretch. Go ahead and stretch your neck too if you want to. Remember, bring that ear down. Nod your head. There you go. Good. Let's give a nice long end of the session stretch. So we're all done, right? We've got 2 more minutes. 2 minutes. 2-minute warning, ladies. Here we go. Deep breath. Oh, here comes Susanna. Look, she's sneaking in. She thinks she's so sneaky. She's like a ninja. Okay. So, nice long spine. Deep breath in. Go ahead and reach forward. Okay. Keep pulling that belly button in. You're not letting it go out. Right? Deep breath. And come forward just another inch. A nice long neck. Shoulders are down where they're supposed to be. Right? And go ahead and point your feet. Flex. Loosen your hamstrings. We didn't burn our hamstrings up nearly enough. But that's okay, because you know what? I'm teaching us a class tonight. Oh, there's Susanna. She's in our... I'm teaching another class tonight at 5:30. Okay. And in case you missed it at the beginning, don't forget to go on our website, because all of our clothing is 50% off. Right? Good deals. I know you ladies like a bargain. Don't even pretend like you don't. All right. Last one. And nice big stretch. Arms pushing up and away. Make sure your shoulders stay where they're supposed to be. Nice long stretch. Bring them back behind you. Clasp them together. And push away.